What's up guys, I'm in Koh Rong Cambodia, which is the smaller brother of Koh Rong Island here in Cambodia. And I didn't really do my research before coming here, so I thought I'd give you tips that I learned since coming here. So take these into account before you take the ferry over, and it'll make your life much easier. Number one, there are no ATMs on the island, so there's no machines where you can take money out. On the Koh Rong, the bigger island, you actually have some restaurants that do cash back or cash out, and there's some currency exchanges as well, but the rates are pretty awful. You're paying like 10% extra to change from euros to US dollars, for example. Make sure you take some money out before you come here. Tip number two, both of these islands have really beautiful beaches, but one problem is that it's really hard to get to these beaches. There's a couple of ways. One is you rent a scooter, which I don't really recommend as the roads are not the best, and if you don't know how to ride a scooter you're gonna be in trouble. Plus the beaches are pretty hard to find because most of the time you have to go through the middle of the jungle to actually access them. So talking about jungle, the second way, at least to one beach, which is the 4 Mile beach, is you can go through the jungle. But if you saw one of my previous videos, I actually got lost in the jungle for a couple of hours, so yeah, you have to be careful. Either take someone with you who knows the track, or just make sure you find the correct path. And the third, which is the easiest way, is to take a taxi boat from the main jetty, and you can take a day trip, which is I think about $5, and it's all the free drinks included. So the 4 Mile beach is the most popular beach, and that's where you can trek through the jungle to get to. But what I would recommend is you either take a sunset cruise there, or if you find your own way to that beach, you can take a boat back to the main jetty around when the sun starts setting. And you can just climb onto any boat, ask the captains if there's any room, and jump on. Pay $5, there's drinks, there's music, and it's a pretty convenient way to get back to your stay from that beach. One thing that Koh Rong and its little brother is famous for is this plankton that lights up in the dark. So there's two options. You can either find a secluded beach where it's pretty dark, and once you go in the water and start moving, the plankton lights up blue, or the other option is you can take a night cruise again. I believe it's around $5 per person, and the boat takes you out to where the plankton usually is, and you can get some cool videos and cool shots and have a really nice experience. And one last tip I would give you is, even though you would think that Cambodia is a really cheap country, these islands are actually made for tourists, so expect to pay upwards up to $10 per meal if you want a coffee and a proper breakfast as well. So I would suggest taking a little bit more money with you than you initially planned, but if you are an active explorer like me, I don't think you would need to spend more than a couple of days on each of these islands. I would recommend staying in Koh Rong 2 to 3 days, and then Koh Samloem 1 to 2 days, and then you are done with. So that's a small introduction and tips and tricks on if you're ever planning on coming to Koh Rong Islands. But I'm positively surprised at how awesome the nature is, the beaches, the water is super clear and warm. So yeah, perfect holiday destination. Hope you found these tips useful. So good luck traveling to this country and these islands.